Lovely people, yeah, he's back. You know the one, Dwayne Nathan Jack, this time with another one, and we're gonna expose the enemy within. That's right. He had me, he literally had me for almost 27 years from my birth to I was 27 when I woke up out of my coma and I identified, I became conscious. What's conscious? Being aware of what's going on in here and then what's going on out there, and being an observer rather than a participator. Because sometimes we can unconsciously be so indulged in participating because we're identifying with our emotions, our feelings, that we lose sight of the awareness of consciousness of what's really going on in the bigger picture, because we're so indulged in our feelings and our emotions, and we become so emotional, and depending on how deep the trauma will depend on how deep that trauma is the driving force to the decisions and choices that you make. And whether you're on substances, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, then that can take us onto a lower frequency, and this will determine how deep the enemy within has got you. He had me. So, what do I mean with the enemy within? By the way, I call the enemy within, you know, the same voice that says, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're never going to make it, worry about this, fear this, he's saying this, she's saying that, don't forgive them, kill them. Whoops, kill them. I won't say kill them. But some people do go out to kill, and some people do go out to steal, rob, lie, manipulate. And I call this voice inside my man. So now you've got a name. You've got a name. I call the voice within my man. That same voice is the one to say, put it on snooze. Have another half an hour. Go on. Because I remember myself when I was going to do back. I thought, yeah, I'm going to do back tomorrow. I got everything all ready, all my gym kit, all like that. Have you ever done that before? Where you get everything all ready, you have your best intention, then the alarm goes 4:44. And my man says, have a rest. And you're like, nah. You've been all week. Your muscles repair when you rest. Have a rest. And I thought, yeah. Have a rest. And I thought, wait a minute. I ain't been all week. I never went on. And I got up and I put my kit on, flew to the gym, had an amazing session. But the big B, I met someone at the gym, and if I never got up that morning because I listened to that voice that told me your muscles repair when you rest, that's the truth. And then you've been all week. It was a lie. So the voice tried to lie to me, for me to stay in bed. Why did it want me to stay in bed? Because the enemy, my man, is out to lie, rob, steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah? See that there? The 5 deadly sins. Yeah. No, back in the room there. Serious stuff. So lie, rob, kill, steal, destroy. Now, am I saying, ladies and gentlemen, obviously I'm speaking to a broad range of people from different walks of life, etc. Am I saying that you're going to go out and you're going to kill someone? No. But what I am saying for this scenario, so I'm a 23-year-old young man, and I'm supposed to do the Saturday shift at work. It's my rota, it falls on me. I ring in sick on the Friday, saying that I can't come in tomorrow. And on the Saturday, I go to the festival. Woo-wee. But my boss's daughter, similar age, sees me at the festival. My boss is all about principles. He's a to the point kind of employer. I rock in on the Monday. Guess what? Come to my office. I'm going to have to let you go. Disloyalty, distrust. I can't have that within my company. Gone. Now, that person becomes depressed. That person now starts drinking heavily. Now, this person had all these dreams that it was doing A, B, and C. Now, from that one lie, his dreams have been robbed by who? My man, because he listened to my man. My man was the one that told him to tell the lie A, B, and C. Then he stole his dreams. Then he's killing the cells within his body. He's killing all of his cells because he's so depressed, because he feels so down. He's killed his dreams within his mind. And now he's destroying himself, taking drugs, drinking alcohol, becoming depressed, going to the doctors, and now on antidepressants. All from that one lie. Now that's just an example, but that's what this voice. Now, I can share some real experiences from my man, where I have literally been arguing with the missus in the car, anger, ripped up the handbrake on the motorway, nearly crashed. This was in my previous life, people. I've took drugs. I've not slept for days, weeks. I have been a problem to myself, to society, to the point where I was locked up for the majority of my life, for those that knew. Yeah? Because I was a problem. And it's like a wild dog, pit bull terrier. It's loose out on the streets. The RSPCA comes and puts the thing, long stick, puts it in its neck, gets it, puts it in the van. Now, it stays in the kennel. Sometimes it will stay there until it learns to be trained, or it will get put down. What do they do in America when people commit some certain crimes? They put them down. And it's the same, similar with this my man that almost destroyed my life, spending all those years in prison until I became conscious. I became aware that I had an enemy in there. Does that enemy go? Can you eliminate it? No. But what you can do is minimize. It's called managing my man. And the more conscious you become, the more up the ladder you go. First seek the kingdom. The more conscious you become, the more things just go over your head. Now, for those that have watched The Matrix, Neo's there and there's bullets coming. Now these bullets are circumstances of agents that will come within your life. But as these bullets are coming, guess what? He goes, the bullets fall down because of his consciousness. The more conscious you become, the more aware you are of this body, of my man. And the more conscious you become, the less this body and this my man has a stronghold on you, because you're the awareness. You become the awareness, the consciousness, rather than the participator. You become the observer. So then things that you would previously react to, now you're not reacting. Now you're responding. And sometimes you're not even responding because it goes straight over your head, because you're not being stimulated from these situations and circumstances, because you've evolved consciously, and no longer can someone poke a sleeping bear because you don't fall for the trap because you've evolved. And this is what you call human evolving, human behavior, and you actually gaining a deeper understanding to yourself, to the faculties of yourself, to the universal ocean. And once you have an understanding, you know that you have to stay conscious, because what's going on internally inside you is creating your reality in this third dimension. Are you with me? If you're with me, just put an A in the comments. And if there's anything that I say that you resonate with, just give me an AA, because I know we've got that connection. And do communicate with me so I can communicate with you, so it's a two-way street. Are you with me? Hey. So, the enemy, my man. My man is a force that eats off of negative energy. It feeds off of drama. It feeds off of that negative energy of drama, of pain, of misery. And it feeds off of this. So some people you may find that always talking negative, always complaining, always being a victim. They've been taken over by my man. Yeah? You've got these people that will continually gossip, putting people down. And usually the people that they're putting down are people that are successful and doing great things, and they will always probably be doing better than they are because they're a light. And what happens to the light at night? The moths come because it's attractive. And the more attractive you become, because the light is bright in these dark days, the more Agent Smiths will come. Agent Smiths are my man in a different form. Same energy. So we can be my man, because my man obviously can influence us, so we become an agent for other people. No one's immune from it. Yeah? The lower the frequency, the more my man will have a strong hold on your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and behavior. The more conscious you are, the more the I am is in charge. The I am of consciousness. I am Dwayne Nathan Jack, infinite powerful being, the creator of my reality, healthy and wealthy, educator in human potential. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice. But my man doesn't want that. My man will remind you of your past. My man will remind you of what you did, how bad you are. My man will have you living in guilt. My man will have you going around in your head, worrying and caring what they think about you or believe about you. But he says there's no condemnation for those that are in Christ. Put down the pipe and smoke it. Are you with me? So, what you've got to understand is, this is the nature of the beast, my man. You've got to become fully conscious, because whatever's going on internally, you're creating a vibrational frequency, goes into the universal ocean, and the universal ocean will provide you with the circumstances, situation, and events. So you have to become conscious. That is because my man, if you're aware, sometimes you may fall short. You may be there and you catch yourself, because you become the observer. You catch yourself thinking negative thoughts or using your imagination about the future negatively, things going wrong, worrying about things. That's my man. You have to eliminate that. We should only be using our imagination for creation of high frequency experiences that we want to experience. So we need to be using our imagination for positive future predictions. We need to be aware of our thoughts so that we are actually artists of our life. We're the directors because we're artists. We're creating our day through the canvas, through our thoughts, the paintbrush, through our imagination, the paintbrush, from the intention, the paint. Are you with me? Come on. Real food. So ladies and gentlemen, just to refer back to this before we move forward, my man is the enemy within. It's the voice that's out to lie, rob, kill, steal, and destroy your life, to take you down to the grave or get you locked up within the prison of your mind, take control over you, so you become an Agent Smith. And if you become an Agent Smith, you will always go up against the people that are, I am confident, abundant, light, positive energy. And that is the polarities of life. You've got positive people, you've got negative people. And whether you're being used for positive vessel or negative vessel, that will determine whether you're an Agent Smith or you're an I am, a Neo. Come on. It's a war out here. Spiritual and a conscious war, whether we stay conscious or we go unconscious. So I'm going to love you and leave you right now